Hello and welcome to another video from Overbite Gaming. I'm the Majestic Snare. Welcome to another one of my faceless discussion rambling nonsense videos. Now if you've seen the last couple of these, I've quite enjoyed just being stood up at my microphone and talking shit. So this has actually got some purpose to it, because Assassin's Creed Origins is just around the corner, and hopefully it's going to come out as a good game. But I've got some reservations, and I wanted to go through those today and just have a little chat about what I think. And if you disagree, or you agree, or you've got some comments and things you think I've missed out, please leave a comment down below, and we read every single comment we get, and certainly I'll be responding to anyone that has anything to add to the discussion. What I wanted to say first of all is a very important, very important message of please, if you feel like it, because it's not desperate at all to ask it like this, but please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your friends, because I'm awesome. Well, I like to think so anyway. And prove me right by sharing with your friends and family. I'm sure Granny would love to hear about Assassin's Creed Origins. No, she wouldn't actually, would she? Never mind. Let's move on. Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, I'd like to say in a sentence form, to make it a bit clickbaity even, that I'm not looking forward to Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, some of you have been following the channel for a while. You do know that I absolutely adore the series of Assassin's Creed. It's had its ups and downs. You know, I've suffered the pains of Assassin's Creed Unity, like most, I don't know, 100% of people that actually bought it. It's a franchise that really does, it's like a comfort blanket. It's a warm hug. Every single game's been exactly the same, with a slight tweak in setting, a slight tweak in weapons. But at the end of the day, you end up being an assassin that's going through the motions, and then you get to kill the big bad guy, and then, you know, you get a bit of an epilogue, which is usually shit. Let's be fair. Assassin's Creed epilogues are rubbish. The bits at the end of the game when you finally finish the game, they suck. The first game was a fucking page of text, which is rubbish. And even Assassin's Creed Syndicate has an ending scene that just doesn't cut it after spending however long it was playing that game, probably about 25-30 hours, which is pretty standard for any Assassin's Creed game. But anyway, I want to go through a few points here. So, this new game, which I'm going to be referring to as ACO through this half review. I'm like, how can I give it a review? I haven't even played the fucking thing yet. No, I'm going to call it ACO for Assassin's Creed Origins. But this is jumping right back to the starting point, as I understand it, hence the name, Origins. And so, this is such a massive jump that I'm worried that it'll start to unfurl all the story that's around Assassin's Creed. And if they don't do it right, it could kind of make the others look really stupid. I mean, the story did go a bit crazy after maybe Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I think, was the last time when I thought like that's the end of it. They can't do any more than that. They've done a bit in the current time, the present day. They've done a bit back in Italy. They spent too long with Ezio. They didn't move on quick enough. Nobody loved Connor in Assassin's Creed 3. He was a bit of a nothing kind of dude. And Assassin's Creed Syndicate, using the two characters of Jacob and Evie Fry, they're twins, different, one's stealthy, one's kind of brutish. Fine, that kind of worked. I did enjoy that game. But finishing it didn't leave me with anything. It was kind of just meh. The ending was nothing to speak of. Let's be honest, ACO is going to be exactly the same kind of game. Running, hiding, jumping out, stabbing people in the face. Just general assassin stuff. Climbing up fucking walls, hiding in tall grass. That's, from what the gameplay has shown me, there's just a lot of that, and it's going to stay the same. So is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? For me, it's a good thing. I like that. That's the reason why I buy these damn games. But at the end of the day, if it's not going to be pushing the story along, then what's the point in having it in the first place? You might as well just call it something else and move on with a different franchise. Oh no, that's right. You want to sell it to everybody, make lots of money. I can't take a high moral ground on that though, because I have pre-ordered the special edition. So massive fail from me, but fuck it. I like it. I'm not buying the fucking £700 version though, with the stupid maquette thing. That was unbelievable. Now, another thing that people have mentioned and I've seen in the gameplay trailers is the combat method. It seems to me that the combat method seems a bit more like Dark Soulsy and not as lock-on, counter-attack, get yourself out of dodge, god complex kind of combat you would get in Assassin's Creed. Do I want something different? Maybe it'll fit better, maybe they're trying to strip it back and start again, start afresh. But the problem is, if a lot of people buy this game and these kind of things are in it, maybe they'll continue with it. But where are they going to go next? The whole Origins too far in the past thing. But I know one thing. I will have no social life when I get this game for about 2 weeks. I will be playing it constantly, and that's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. These games generally do grab onto me and infect my dreams and stuff because I play them too much. And at the end of it, you know, the game ends and you get really disappointed by the ending. But hopefully the ending of this one is good. But that's another reason why I'm kind of not looking forward to it, because it's going to ruin my life for a few weeks. I have seen also from the gameplay trailer that there is no map. There is no map in the game, and using a real fucking eagle to help yourself like see where things are. You do have what seems to be a directional thing like Skyrim at the top of the screen, but you definitely have ways of looking around and seeing what's there. But I kind of like the whole climbing up a tower and you know, seeing what's around and having a bit of a god mode. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like you're going to have that in this game. So that's a bit of a strange one. So combat's completely different, and the kind of way you're moving around makes you more immersed and less like pulling you out of the game. Maybe that's the reason they're doing it. But one of the things I did see in the gameplay trailer was also a leveling of equipment, which is not something we've seen before. We've seen in previous games where they've had like extra pouch sizes for a number of bullets or knives or berserker darts or whatever it may be, and you've had that as a standard, and they've even used some of the Uplay rewards to increase those numbers. Fair enough, whatever. It's a single player game, no problems, and I've got enough Uplay points I can waste on things like that. The fact is that here you're leveling up the actual main weapons, so I'm not sure how that's going to work, because is it just going to be the same equipment but better, or you're going to get different equipment and therefore you're going to have all those different animations when you're running around with it? Is it going to glitch to fuck? Probably it is. I don't know. Maybe they've learnt the lesson. Who knows? Without these viewpoints that seemingly we haven't seen any evidence of in the gameplay trailers, with the actual physical eagle that seems to be circling around you constantly so you can tag enemies, all of these things look interesting, and I'm willing to give them a shot. But how can I put it? I'm a bit in a bit of a Schrodinger's moment here. Like I feel like I'm in Schrodinger's box. If you're familiar with a thought experiment, you have a cat in a box with food and poison, and you could argue that it's both a dead and alive until you open the box and have a look. Both of those realities exist, and that's how I feel about this game. One could be a vial of poison, and one could be some food, and I like food, so that could be a good thing. So at this time, I'm not looking forward to the game, and I'm also looking forward to the game. I can't decide which one I'm actually leaning towards, but you can't deny that this game has got another rich setting. It looks alive, it looks populated, we've got horses back, so I did love some of the horse physics from previous games, but who knows? I mean, I'm talking speculatively right now that these games will produce another decent story. Will we have another hero as loved as Ezio or as revered as Altair? Who knows, because Altair is like years off in the future compared to where this chap is. I don't even know what the main character's called. Do we know yet? People who don't love Assassin's Creed, I'm looking at you, Lee, they will not like this game because it's another Assassin's Creed. And it has been going for 10 fucking years. I mean, it's a long time for a franchise. You know, looking at Destiny with their 10-year plan, Assassin's Creed's already done it, mate. Not as probably as well as had been hoped, but the game's gonna do all right. I think it's gonna be up there. It's gonna be interesting for the most part, and I really do hope they pull it off. That's kind of why I'm not looking forward to Assassin's Creed Origins. Aiko has me worried. Please let me know what you think down in the comments. What do you think about Assassin's Creed? Do you think it's going to be a good progression of the franchise, going right the way back to the start? Where do we go from here? Which one's your favourite, at least? But please, if you do have the time, please comment. It means a great deal to me. And try your best to like and share and subscribe if you haven't, because it all helps the channel, and we're lovely two blokes from England who like playing video games and talking about shit. Don't forget, we have videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday for your fucking enjoyment. So until next time, take care of yourselves. Okay, love you, bye-bye, bastard. I'm not going to survive. Yep, impaled. The death scenes are pretty special in this game, I have to say. They are amazing. No. I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. Come on. Take him out. Take him out. Yes. Bang on yellow belt. You can't get better than that, ladies and gentlemen. This is awesome. Why is it that when people are watching